Here is Noah's first foray into recording in about a year. So I apologize if the audio is not very good, but this is really just for me anyway. So we're going to record some Starsector. There's a lot of fun you can do in this. Lots of fun. It's just, could have done this part and everything beforehand. So I have quite a few mods installed into Starsector. Nothing really, I don't know, I was gonna say worrisome or anything, but it should be fine. I was thinking of playing a run. Fun fact, that's my first ever character that I selected, like forever ago. I still remember that. I just kind of like the space helmet look. I don't know, sue me. Mass click. Dizit? Oh yeah. No, that's it. Dizit Mercado. Yeah. I'm a sir, please. No, I'm a captain. Call me captain. We don't need to have pop-ups. We're okay. Do mixed. Just do a normal amount of stars. That's if people wanted to copy and paste to my seed. There it is. Alright. So I have a mod called Starfarer, which adds some fun things and elements to the game. Got a bunch of extra. I got some extra factions installed, a bunch of extra ship types and stuff. So a lot more. If anyone's played Starsector before, it adds a decent bit more. I've added a decent bit more. All right. My cable got messed up there. Hope that's okay. Let's just do next. All right. So now we get to mess around with the universe a little bit when we set this thing up. So you can mess around with extra colonies at start, which is actually interesting. So you have just 50 extra planets that are colonized. That's interesting. I'm not going to add any extra colonies. We're gonna leave a lot of that the same actually too. Well, I guess I'm also just delaying because I'm trying to figure out what kind of run I'm gonna do. So Starsector, there's a lot of things you can do. You can play a trader, you can play a mercenary, you can work in one of the factions and just do a mix of everything. You could start your own faction, like with your own colonies, and run those. You could just go around exploring. There's a lot you can do in this game. You could be a pirate. You can ambush mercantile shipments and draw the ire of factions. There's a lot of fun things you can do in this. This game isn't for everyone, but I enjoy it very much. So I'm gonna give you random faction relations. No faction respawn. So apply to pirates too. So when factions, certain factions will get knocked out because it's a living sector as opposed to the normal. So they'll raid each other's colonies and try to take each other's planets, this and that. Stations and things. A faction can get bullied to the point where it doesn't exist anymore. And this just turns off. It will respawn automatically and get a new system or prevent it from being destroyed. Oh, interesting. Allow entry of new factions not present at the start of the game. I'm not going to worry about that. I didn't actually read that before. Right? So we're going to do that. We're going to go to... Well, actually, now I'm... Yeah, we're going to go completely random here. And we're going to figure it out once we get in. I was thinking of maybe doing a pirate run and just playing a very, very difficult game. And playing a pirate and just raiding merchant convoys. And we're going to enable random core worlds. Why not? No. Yeah. No, fuck it. No, we're not. It's just very expensive prism, but I like that existing. Random start location. This could screw you, I think. I think it does have a chance of spawning you, like, outside of the core worlds. But, like, we're gonna do it. Why not? And no starting D-mods would be nice. These D-mods are basically degraded components on ships. We're gonna skip the story. No, we'll leave the story. We could go do story if people want it. Also just start off as if I had a colony, which it looks like would be interesting, but we're not gonna worry about that. Yep, we're just gonna proceed. So now here I can pick a faction, if I wanted. So I could work for Lud, I could work for the Hegemony, the Church, the Path, the Curse Free Traders is a mod. The Ninja Cat, the Triacton, Pirates, Persian League. That's what I'm thinking. Like, if I did a pirate run, it'd be very hard. And that way, if this is a short, sweet series, it's kind of fine. New starting planet. Yeah. Own faction. Oh shit. I clicked it. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, you can super ships, huh? Ooh, super ships. Wow. No. Let me go back. I didn't know that counted as a super ship, actually. I just got one of those in my main file, and I was just like, when I was going through a system, it was a dead-end ship, and I was like, oh, I'll pick it up, I guess. I don't know what that is. I didn't know it counts as a super ship. Anyway, so we're not going to do... Nah. You know what? I said we're going to do it. We're doing pirates. Alright, we're pirates, guys. We're part of the pirates faction. Pirates will treat us with respect. However, we have interesting options to choose from. So right now, what it's saying, this is the things I can pick from. I can up the quantity of some of these things if I want. I could have it select random, like a random trade. You know what? Sure. This is the upgraded version. I'd rather the Venom class, to be very honest, than that, but we're... So we could go with that. This could be our start loadout. It's not bad. Got a decent destroyer and a couple of good, like a good support craft for my weight class. Go with a carrier fleet, a large one. Oh, you know what? That's not bad. Because I kind of want to be fast if I'm going to have everyone against me. I'm going to get my butt kicked so fast you guys are going to see. You will see. So super ship run's actually hard. Because you only have the one ship. And it's just you. I'm going to be very honest, there's not much I can do with just a single ship. Explorer fleet would be interesting, but not as pirates. And trade's interesting because we could be smugglers, but at the same time we're tagged as pirates, so every inner system any core world faction is going to attack us as soon as we enter their system, which is I love the frigate classic. It's just like, yeah, just play a frigate. I'm like, you know what? This action might be what I'm going to go with. Yeah, we're going with this. We got the support frigate, the Buffalo 2, and then some fast nimbleness, and I have a little bit of robustness here. Alright. Oop. So here we can affect our level, starting credits, and all that stuff. I'm gonna go, we're playing this thing. We're fresh crew of pirates. This is gonna be hard. I want this to be very hard. I have one level, man. Honestly, I'm probably more worth it just to go repair rate. Or do I just go full combat? I don't know. I haven't done a pirate run in a very long time. Yeah. This is just affordability. We're going to need this because we'll slowly build up a fleet. But just having free repairs after fights is going to be invaluable. Very curious how the randomized relations with factions will work. Oh my god. Alright. Well, immediately we start. Alright, let's look at the map real quick. So where are we? Okay, we are on a pirate world. Thank god. It's a pirate system, it looks like. Oh. Alright, let's see. So the Persian League's also here, which is another faction. And then there's us. Alright. We're not going to worry about too much of this right now. This is us. That's our little tiny fleet. Let's take a closer look at our ships now. You know, not terrible. Like, honestly, this is doable. We can do pretty good with this. We're just gonna avoid the fight that's about to happen out there. We're gonna trade. Oh, you know what? Correction. We need to look at we need to look at how everyone looks at us. Okay, so Senator Dickcat actually likes us. We're friendly with pirates, only friendly. Which is ironic because we are technically in their faction. Suspicious of us. Everyone is hostile. Hegemony is only inhospitable. This is interesting. Imagine just going full tilt. I just cut away from pirates immediately just to join the Sinning Syndicate. Just like, actually, no, we're gonna work with them. Known allies is us and pirates. Alright. That's a very interesting. Okay. Known enemies. So, Triacton, which is a corporation, owns a decent amount of worlds. They are enemies of everyone. Independents, allies with Carters, free traders. Doesn't like pirates, obviously. You're gonna see a lot of people don't like pirates. Yeah. So for the Luddic Pass, so these are like fanatic Luddites. Like, you know, return to Earth, old Earth style, like down with technology. We don't like smartphones, you know. And this is like the greater religion as a whole. Like, this is the fanatical side of it. And this is a more like welcoming galactic view of like the Luddic Church, which is very interesting. Cabal is like pirates on steroids. They are like grander scheme, grander scale. They're supposed to be like a faction that has dealings in every single faction of some kind. That's how they're written anyway. They have a lot of technology. They're very scary. You don't want to mess with them. You don't want them as your enemies. They have a lot of very powerful ships and technology and designs. So we're gonna, if they're only suspicious with them, that means they don't attack me on sight. I ain't fucking with them. I ain't gonna fuck with them at all. I see a Cabal convoy, I see Cabal raiders, ain't touching them. But this is interesting. Which is so weird. So, they like pirates. They hate us. Interesting. Yeah, you can also see everyone has a different illegal commodities and such as well. Almost everyone, except for Carter's Free Traders, dislikes AI cores. You'll find that everywhere. Everyone dislikes them, except for independents, which, And we have none, because we are pirates. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna go look at the open market, see what they have to buy. I only have $20,000. Actually, hang on. Oh, I can acquire 3rd ship blueprints because I just had that in inventory. That's cool. So that's crew, which is a resource you need to man your vessels. We have, this is our supplies we burn a day. This is just idling. Idle shipping. That doesn't include supplies you need to repair after combat, get rearmed, and all that other stuff. That's Marines we don't have. So this is our crew capacity bar, our carrying capacity bar for supplies. This is all the stuff in here. And then that's fuel. You only use fuel in FTL, once you leave a system into hyperspace. That's the only time where you're actually burning fuel. You burn fuel in the jump in and the jump out. So I am going to play this. Consider my loadout. I'm probably going to have to play this pretty pirate raider in the start. I might get into a lot of black market trading, which even in pirate worlds have black markets. And everything here is untaxed. If I bought stuff from here, that's all taxed. Everything has a tax and tariffs you gotta pay. So let that be known. Even the pirates tax you. I don't think I'll lose relation to the pirates if I trade in the black market. You can also destabilize worlds by pumping a bunch of shit into black markets and taking a bunch of stuff out, because you're basically undercutting their open market. There's a lot of fun things in this game you can do. I've like single-handedly brought core systems down in stability because I had a decent amount of shielded cargo vessels in my fleet, so I was just constantly trading things in and out of their black market, and their stability was going down because there's so much dealings going through the black market. You could do some really funky things. I'm not gonna buy anything. I got equipment. I got supplies. Those are kind of expensive. The fuel isn't that bad. Buy another 80 fuel. And you know what? We're buying it from the black market because I'm a cheapskate. I'm cheap. Alright, oh, we're over fuel, but that's fine because I wanted to buy one of these. This is just literally a tanker. That is exactly what it is. And it has one D mod, which is that little hash mark there, and it's degraded fuel drives. So max burn level went down by 1, sensor profile increased by 50%, so it needs to be spotted, and the supplies to recover from deployment of this ship is up by 20%. We're not going to worry about that. I'm not even going to put any armaments on it because I don't have any. What I can do, while we're here in port especially, we can put extra stuff on it. So we can take out hull, because in theory this thing shouldn't ever have to go into combat unless we're running, and then it will be. At which point we're gonna do, where's booster rockets? There it is. Just straight up makes it faster. Less maneuverability, auxiliary thrusters. So we got some slightly better armor for explosives, which is kind of useful when you're a tanking ship. We're gonna give it auxiliary fuel tanks because why not? What does this do? And it increases the supply use though. We're at 1 a day now. Yeah, I don't know if that's worth it. We'll take the tanks off. Oh, we're still at 1 a day because we have to fix it up. So I'm not gonna worry about it. We'll actually put this on. Just like I said, this shouldn't go into combat. It should not go into combat. It might. I could also increase the cargo capacity. Does it matter? Not really. So we're just gonna put a few mods on it. Those are all free. We're gonna have to build it back up to whatever. Increase our flux and vents. Just because we don't have any guns on it. It doesn't need them. It's just a tanking ship. One supply, and it's fixed up, full readiness. And now we're gonna leave for right now, because pirates. All right. They let that leave. I was hoping that they were going to attack it. Oh, and I can definitely not. Okay. All right. Well, now we're going to kind of follow it on the mini-map here, kind of out of sight. Sustained burn, keep in line with it, but if it's not going to get harassed, then I don't know if I'm going to worry about it. I don't think it is, because it's still going. We're just going to see. Because if a fleet engages it, I can join in and help, or alternatively, nah, no one's beating it up. Oh, Oh, pilgrims. Easy targets. Oop, got him. So they're attempting to disengage us. I can probably take one of their ships down. Yes. Ooh, money. Thank you. You see, we don't even have to kill them. We can just, you know. We're already hostile with them anyway. I'm gonna let them go. I'm an honorable pirate for now. Alright. Oh, well, hang on. Oh, we can help them. Oh, they fought? Oh, never mind. We're not going to. Well, you guys are recovering from that, huh? Oh my gosh. Putting me in the fucking rosy dozy. So yeah, that ship's messed up. I might be slightly above my weight class, but we're gonna go for it. Yeah, the difficulty of battle is gonna be high. It's fine. Alright. We're going for it. So we're gonna see. I'm either gonna get my butt kicked here and humbled really, really quickly. Yeah, this was not a good idea. What? Oh no. Okay, yep. We're just gonna full retreat. That's an oops. Miscalculation. We lost our support frigate. Oh yeah, no, this was not a smart idea. And I have next to no point defense on like my strongest vessel. It has 2 flat cannons, which are okay. I'm probably gonna lose my. Okay, man points because I retreated. Yeah. Well, like I said, this will probably be a humbling experience. And I was very humbled. Farewell. Welcome to Starsector. If you bite off more than you can chew. Disengage, yeah. Alright. Well, now it's a very different run. Alright. We're going to do a different game of following conflict and stealing ships from places where conflict occur. Okay. Let's see. Ironically, this is a place to stay. Alright, we're gonna go home. Now I suddenly have way less supplies because I lost a bunch of them on my other ships. And I'm down to a crew of 23 people. Well, don't worry, guys. We have the tanker. And we have... yeah, this seems tough. And we have a basically a converted. It's I like to call the Hound the Millennium Falcon, because it is fast. It has one powerful gun on it. Next to no point defense, but man, it gets outgunned by a lot of bigger ships, though. So maybe it's not. It's more so just... It is what it is. I lost a bunch of fuel, too. Oh, it sucks. It's alright, though. Let's hang around here. Let's see what I should have done. It's gone here. Oh, there we go. It's a bunch of money. Hang on. As you approach, the woman leaves her current prospect mid-pitch. You, Captain, yes. I know who you are. I know an honest face when I see one. Yep. She gives a crooked smile. Just look here. It's like a data pad. Yep, leans in. Help me move 19 heavy units of armaments to Rosleg. Quick hop 2 light years. Then pay me 41,000. That's a lot of money. I'm gonna do it. This could be your ticket back out of the deadline, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If we were to buy anything, oh my god, ships are expensive. Like, that's the ship we just lost, and that's 2D mods on it, so already pre-damaged. 40,000 credits. It's already has 2 permanent drawbacks. God, imagine if we had the Renegade, though. It's gonna be tough. We can also buy ships from other places, however, expensive. So let's go bring those armaments. We are very light and very quick, so smuggling is actually in our alley right now. We use 0.2 supplies a day, so we are very self-sufficient. We don't need a lot of crew, we don't need a lot of supplies, and we use very little fuel. We are a tanker ship and a little tiny smuggling transport's mostly what it is. I mean, I can show you too the benefits of a Hound real quick. Is that it comes pre-installed with shielded cargo holds. So the stuff that we picked up, these heavy armaments, these are contraband in a lot of places. They're also expensive. But with my shielded holes, it's shielded hull. As long as it's within that its item limit for that ship size, it puts all the contraband in there. It's like, don't come at me. So we keep transponder off, and we're gonna jump. We're just going for it. Nope. All right. We're gonna get out of the asteroid belt. We're just gonna go for it. Hope they haven't picked me up. If they are, hope that they're not gonna come after me. Alright, we gotta sneak in. Anyone engages us, we're gonna have to burn our tanker. Oh, fuck. Alright. Head in. Whoo! Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to go dark. Problem is, sweet, we got the heavy armaments in, we got money, relationship with this person went up. Their importance is medium, so they actually are way up in the pirating world. Well, now that we're in here, we're dealing just with the black market. $40,000. Ugh, wolf isn't bad. I can get a hegemony wolf though. Also, our lasters are actually pretty decent. I could also go get just some cheap size ups in terms of force and projection. You can get a destroyer, but it's made out of a literal asteroid. Same thing for a carrier, but it's made out of a literal asteroid. Problem is, those are going to slow me down. Let me see, let me go to the bar. Let's see. Let's go with the tattooed person. You prove yourself for speaking to. After a couple of mercs head over around environments, their leader pulls up beside. Sketches it out for proposal. I've got 41 suits. We fight in VAC or in black. I'll give you our contract for 6,150. That's giving it away. Puts this into work to sell or other off. Sell it off or otherwise doesn't matter to me. So we can get some pretty cheap Marines. We don't have the space. I'm fine for now. If we pick up another ship before we leave. Let's go to the concerned man. Needs 50 units of metals. Which we can actually take. That's far though. That's 16 days for $4,000. I'm gonna wait, and we're gonna look at the guarded man. Ah, ISB. We can't take any of the ISB stuff. So this is the International Bounty Board, IBB. They give you bounties for one-of-a-kind ships. But you have to fight, obviously, a fleet. Usually pirates or traders or whatever. They have a bounty you put on them. But if you beat them, you can take their ship. And their ships are usually very good. These two lashers, for instance, are very good. Would be very good early game. However, I have no fleet capable of taking them down. Just gonna walk away. Oh, that gives it up permanently. That's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright. Because of that. Yeah, because 12 is literally a third of the amount they're gonna give me. So I get an extra like 10 or so Marines roughly. Alright, we're gonna have to buy a ship, and then maybe we'll buy the Marines. I mean, I'd hate having to use a shepherd, but if I have to use it, wolves are pretty reliable. Let me just take a look at this. Problem is, I also just don't have any extra guns to put on stuff. So I'm buying these things unarmed, and then I have to buy the firepower to put on them, which is why I'm like, I'll take smaller things. Like these phase frigates are really powerful. because they do exactly as you imagine. A phase frigate would. They phase in and out of reality, which can be very useful to avoid missiles and salvos of gunfire and stuff in a fight. It uses a lot of their flux, which is prevents the ship from overheating, right? But they also require a lot of maintenance, so they're going to use a lot more of our supplies. Part of me is kind of just like get the cheap frigate and the cheap destroyer. Then we're gonna have to go here to the market because I need require 80 people for a skeleton crew. So we're at 23. We're gonna have an extra 3 people. We're gonna use 11 supplies a day. Yikes. These are actually not that bad. I'm not gonna get those Marines because I can't afford them. Alright. Alright, we're barely at capacity. And then these aren't even armed yet. Oh man. I can't afford it. Alright, so what do we do when we can't afford it? Well, gonna mothball both. I know, crazy. Absolutely crazy. I can't mothball both. I have to keep one up and running. And, you know, I'm not gonna mothball either, because all I need is just the little something something. Here, let me look. I might be able to arm this one at least. I'm not going to touch this one yet, but I might be able to at least arm this one. So I can get 2. I'm going to get a needler on it, and then if I can get a... autocannon. Vulcan cannon. Another autocannon. Alright. It's at least armed. It's got stuff. This is mostly just point defense, and it's only point defense on one side. But that can't turn. Could put that there. And just have the Vulcan cannon toward the front. The range isn't very far though. We're gonna do that. I just can't chase any missiles if they're missing and curve it around to go in from the side. Alright. This is a Hail Mary build. We're gonna auto-assign weapon groups. You can manually fly. I'm just gonna be very honest. I don't have that personal ability in myself. We'll do that. And then we're going to... with that, we are going to go ahead and give us sprint missiles. So that missile that we do have will go very fucking fast. Give me the armored weapon mounts. Actually, no. Because turn rate. And that Vulcan cannon is the only one we have. Give me some belt armor. We're just going to up the fuck out of it. Some booster rockets. No, auxiliary thrusters. Actually, no. We will. Blast doors. some missile storage. Alright, so we have a little bit extra, because it only comes with 2, but now it has 3. It's something. I don't know, does it have shield? It does have shield. Oof. Can I have to have any shield buff things here? Not really. I'm going to have to buy those upgrades eventually. Get like shield extenders and shield strengtheners. I can put even more armor on if I want. Because my maneuverability got boosted from the auxiliary thrusters by 50%. Because this cuts into that maneuverability by 25, so it's at 25 boost, and now we're at 10% boost, which is fine. Alright. And then we're doing that. And I'm going to run it in a simulation real quick against something. What's a typical prey? You know what? This is not a good, we're not in a good spot. just being very honest. Well, am I even just thinking, like, what am I going to attack? Christ. What would I willingly attack? You know what? Can we beat a Lasher? Let's hope so. I don't think it's, yeah, it's at 50% CR, which is a thing. So, hull is how much HP a ship has. Flux is how much they can keep firing their guns, keep their shields up, take more hits before their shields break. You don't want your flux bar to ever hit max, because if it does, you overloaded your ship's systems. And then you're basically a sitting duck. You can vent, and if you vent, you'll drop your whole flux, dump your whole flux bar out. But you're also left basically sitting there for a brief time. Oh man, this thing is fucking zipping around me. So that needler I have, it's really good at breaking shields. However, oh, we got some hits on him. A couple of small hits. Yeah, we're in a bad spot. But in theory, it seems like it's able to manage. So we're going to leave this build. Move that there. Can I put a single gun on this thing? Not really. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it then. Yeah, we're in a tough spot, friends. Alright. Let's get out of here. Yikes, get me out of here. Put my transponder on, they will kill me. I'm just hoping and praying that they don't find me. Oh, there's somebody sitting there on the point. Oh, they're merchants. They're not gonna fuck with me, overtly. Let them go. Oh, and I get in. Oh, I forgot I get income from the. Because we're part of the pirate faction. Every faction gives you a stipend. Pirate factions is actually pretty low. So a shame. We could have stayed there just a little bit longer and I would have gone that. Ooh, free ship. Oh yeah, we're gonna consider that recovered. Mine. Alright, we're gonna go fleet. Under strength. Mothballing. Ooh. Oh, think I could take these smugglers. Not with 2 ships. Not with 2 ships. Alright. Let's go see if they have any more work for us. So Stain Burn is interesting because you go much faster. However, you are left kind of exposed. Oh, please don't attack me. Please don't attack me. Smugglers. Alright, hi friends. Yep. Jump, but we're keeping that transponder off. Why did it put me here? Oh my god. Help. Pirate Armada? Oh, hell yeah, brother. We're winning. There's a bunch of debris here. Heck yeah. Salvage. Oh, that's not good. That's okay. We got 2 supplies. And a free ship. Yes. Hey. Nice. And mothball it immediately. So it doesn't use resources and crew. Oh. Let me help, guys. I want to help. I want revenge. I want revenge. Oh yeah, we'll comply. Yeah. We're engaged. We gotta take some revenge out on this thing. And, I hope the 2 of us can do it. Now, it has shields. It's basically full health. But its CR is low. Oh man. Oh man, those missiles suck. I don't like those laser missiles. Alright, never mind. Nope. Retreat. Yikes. Turn and tail. Oh man. Those missiles, man. Just plain pirates, you don't have a lot of shields. And man, it hurts. It hurts having a bunch of ships with no shields. Because, oof. Even then, this thing I up-armored the hell out of. And I'm glad I did, because it took some beating from those. But even still, it's not looking good for it. Ugh. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well, alright, let's keep missing the opportunity to help. I'm trying to help so that way I can have access to some stuff. There we go. Free ship. But that means salvage because we couldn't actually get it. love to have a ship. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, we're gonna help during that battle. Alright. Just gonna let all the bigger ships do all the work. Like that. Yep. These are ships with a lot more force projection than me. But if I help, they don't completely destroy that one. If I had any rights to any, I'd be a little happy with this thing right here. Even, no, I'll take that. I'll take anything. Anything with some size projection that can take more than 3 hits. That's a win for me. Alright. I'm going for that one. No more merchants. I can still... Oh my god, guys. They still let me have access to everything. Oh boy. Wow. This is already worth it. I want to take other things, but however, they all have so many D mods, it's just not worth it. Now I could take them. No, I only have 1 story point. So this is the 1 story point I could spend, and I'm going to take it on that. Alright. And then we're going to loot this. Maybe not. Give me a little bit of these. Actually, give me the whole stack. And then I'm gonna take some of your... So how much do I need a skeleton crew? I need 120. We're just do 80, so we're a little over. Tempted while we're here to buy some kind of decent weapons, but we're not gonna worry about it right now. And go fleet. Alright, so this is it. It still has its flat cannon, missile launcher, a laser. Yeah, so this will be our single force projection unit. This is our big boy. And it's not bad. That archer's actually pretty darn good. Well, they sell those laser things I don't like. So, get one of those. And then the autocannon. Yeah. And this is what I'm going to do for now. And we're going to increase the flux capacity to 10. Dissipation to 400. And if I can give it the missile upgrade, I probably will. Not the sprint missiles. Missile storage. Just an extra unit in there. And that's it for right now. And then we'll go in and I'll pick it apart even more later. Degraded shield sucks. that's a tough one. Alright. Alright. See, we're making ground. Now there's a chance I can actually get something out of this. We're gonna try it. It's not much. Okay. We don't have the equipment for salvaging, to be very honest. But you see, getting that big ship, we lower our speed way down. So I'm just gonna literally be a bone picker for a minute. I'm just salvaging. I'm just salvaging. Likely to get stuff. Ooh. You know what? Yeah, you know why? Oh, no! Alright, this. Does it have a gun on it? It does not. A mothball. That's gonna get sold. For not very much money, to be very honest, either. Alright. Let's head to home. Alright. Let's head to some safe space. Oh, alright. Whoa, whoa. Alright. Hard drinking spacer. Oh shit, no way. It's got 2 D mods on it. I'll buy it. That's a really decent freighter. It's got a lot of space. It's only got 2 D mods. How much is it to restore this? Nope. You know, I'm just gonna sell it. 4 D mods is too many for me. This I shouldn't be bringing into combat with me, so once again, it's gonna be like my freighter for now. Not worth putting guns on it. I'm also not gonna alter it by adding a bunch of extra stuff. Okay. Boom, that's done. And then have it auto do it. Alright. So, the nice thing about these is these are very durable. So these are all combat ready. These 3. I'm under cruise strength. We're gonna go to here, black market, because I'm a cheap bastard. I need Alright, another 6. Another few people. Go back to my fleet. We're over fleet capacity. Not over, but we have more than enough crew, because I think we only needed 160. So, but you lose crew as you do fights, especially when ships blow up. Doesn't actually cost me that much to do it. I'm gonna do that. Just gonna have it auto completed. It can at least fight. I'm gonna lower the capacitors down 2. Because if I can do the same thing, where there's missile storage is 4. I'm gonna add the missile storage. Why do you keep adding missile storage? Because I only have them for as long as they're in the fight. And this gives it 3. That gives it 3. So at least these get 3 shots instead of just 2 each. Alright. It's a ship. If I were to listen to its autofit, and we were to keep it in a standard roll, oh my god, that's going to cost me a lot. Fire support? I should set it as like a strike or a strike, or probably in standard. Standard looks interesting. That's slightly cheaper. These are way cheaper, both. I might go strike. Gets rid of all the point defenses in the back. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. And this restore jobs, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of money. We could save up and do odd things here and there for a little bit, but it's a weird one. Alright, so if I do this, put the autocannon there. That. I have a dual light machine gun in my cargo hold, but that's 5 points. Sure. Just sure. It's something. Because it has a really, really small shield arc. That's really just the front. But then each one of these autocannons has more chutzpah. Honestly, we're there, autocannon there. But this can at least turn, and I could use this also for point defense in a pinch. So yeah, that's fine. That's, I think, a better loadout. And then we'll auto sign those. I forgot, does that need to auto sign that? Make sure those are all good. I was messing around with everybody a little bit. Oh, this thing. It's a freighter. It is a combat freighter, so I can use it in combat and pinch. This is more. I'm more likely to use this than I am to use a Taurus to help me fight. So I will arm it. I do own that. I just need to buy a light. These are real cheap. That's real cheap and real risky, but we're gonna do that. And then I'm going to I can give it we're gonna give it that because it has no shields. Oh, but we can fix that. Shot salvage shield generator. But it hurts a lot of other stuff. Maybe not. But if that's the case, we're gonna get reinforced bulkheads. We're gonna give the ballistic weapons more range. Oh, that's just the speed. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get that on a couple ships. But my goal is to not operate too far. I might stay in hyperspace and just pirate hyperspace for smugglers and the like. I'm gonna give it belt armor, auxiliary thrusters. It's gonna need blast doors because we're gonna be taking damage. The one thing I'm worried about, we're still over on hull. I don't know. I can give it salvage armor as well, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, But I don't have shields, so actually reflective armor is actually pretty good. I'll take that. Beam weapons, be afraid. I think that's it, and then I think we're just gonna boost the heck out of the anti-armor and the anti-shield gun, so that's something. Alright, so all of my ships are combat capable now. We did it, friends. 7 supplies to repair everybody. An actual market. No, it's gonna buy supplies because he's a good friend. Oh, not that much. He's a good friend. We'll pay the extra 400 in tariffs. Ah, yeah. Here, you take those. Black market, you take those. Ooh, tariffs covered. And what are they selling here? Oh boy, look at all this stuff. A mongrel. Ugh. Look at that. Get some real big stuff right here. These are capital ship size stuff. Like, these are real big boys. In my dreams in this run, if I can last that long. Like, seriously, if I can last that long. Yeah, alright. We're gonna call it there, I think, for today. Alright, catch you guys later.